Hello and welcome. If you follow this channel, you know that I initially had a little more plans than, one or two videos and not posting for a while. I've been really caught up with a lot of things, been trying to work on myself, been trying to figure things out. For those of you that don't talk to me very often, or you don't know, I'm engaged. In my first couple videos, I talked about how I had some exciting changes that were going to happen, or that were coming. The plans that I was initially talking about at that point in time didn't end up happening. It ended up being a scam. It was a job that I was potentially looking at that I would be a secretary at. I don't really know. Typically scams are, work from home things. It's not, oh, well, I'm going to hire you. I really want you at my job. I want you to be my secretary. I'll send you an application, and then dead silence. But these plans are even better. Since I was a little girl, I'd always dreamed about getting married and having a big house, or at least a nice house. Not even a big house, at least a nice one. A couple kids running around, wherever the case may be. And granted, no, I'm not there yet. I'm going to be honest with you. Granted, everybody always tells me you're not ever going to be ready for kids. Financially, emotionally, whatever. And for a long time, I always thought that was, what I wanted. I wanted to wait until I was financially ready, until I was emotionally ready. And I still believe that there's a point that you can be financially ready for a child and not ready for a child. So, at least I've done that much growing. Really not doing a whole lot today. I've got the day off. Just kind of thinking and trying to figure out what I want to do right now. Got some different things going through my head, like, 2 jobs, college, whatever. What do I even want to go to college for? Because I've switched my mind so many times. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a doctor. Then it moved to wanting to be a detective. Then it moved to wanting to be a psychiatrist. And here recently I've been thinking about, maybe going and taking a couple photography classes, getting myself a nice camera versus just using my phone's camera. But really don't know if that's how I want to go. I'm good at taking pictures, don't get me wrong. I've grown a lot within the last couple years as far as taking pictures are concerned, but so for those of you that do know me, you may have heard me mention a couple times that I'm working on writing a book. Well, for those of you that don't know me, I am working on writing a book. I am almost finished with the book, I do believe. I've got a couple more things left to run through in it, and then I should be working on going through the publishing process. I've decided for myself that I'm going to self-publish my book. I'm not going to go through a publishing company or anything like that. I just felt like it was a better fit for me. I've heard a lot of people, like YouTubers, not even talking to mass authors like James Patterson or Stephen King or anything like that. But I've heard from a lot of people that they really don't care for going through an editor because they want to take out all the good parts, they want to replace them or just take them out altogether. And just, want to make so many changes to what you've put a lot of work into. And that's not something that I'm looking for. I'm looking to be able to have my own rights to my book and to be able to do my own thing with it. I know it's not going to be easy to get it self-published. Like, the publishing in and of itself is going to be easy-ish. But, marketing probably isn't going to be the easiest. I've had a few people, though, granted, that when I talk to them about the book, they're like, oh, yeah, I want to read that. And that's what I like to hear. I like to hear the feedback that, this is what I'm working on. This is the basis of it. This is what's going on. I like to hear that people would be interested in stuff like that, because that was my very first thing whenever I started writing a book, was what would somebody be interested in reading? What would I be interested in reading out in the market? Stuff like that. So I'm excited, honestly, to get that done, to get it out there, and to start getting reviews on it to see what people think. I'm thinking, however, that instead of publishing it as a paper copy, I'm thinking about publishing it as an ebook. My decision with that, kind of lies with the fact that, A, I feel like it would probably be easier to market an ebook as it is. And B, not that paperbacks or hardbacks are obsolete. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing wrong with them. I read paperbacks myself. But I just feel like anymore technology is overtaking the industry. We've went from back in, I don't know, the 1900s, 1800s, whatever, where mail was delivered by a horse and buggy, and it took, a good week, 2 weeks to get to you, to now mail itself only takes a couple days to get to you, maybe, depending on where you live. Or you can just suffice for sending an email, you type it out, one click, boom, it's sent in 30 seconds or less. I can't really speak for schooling or anything back then versus what it is now, but I mean, as of when I was in high school even, they were just starting to bring in smart boards, they were starting to do different things to help students out technologically. Like, we're being overrun by technology. That's all there is to it. When you can get on a school bus and see a 3rd or 4th grader with an iPhone 8 Plus, you know that, it's becoming more of an issue. When kids used to go outside and climb a tree, that was their entertainment. Now it's kids can sit inside and play an Xbox or PlayStation or Wii U or Nintendo Switch. That's their entertainment now. Kids aren't, the way they used to be because of technology improving as it is. Not saying there's anything wrong with technology. I like my technology just as much as anyone else. But I also get outside, I play around, I do whatever, take walks. I don't think that technology should be running our lives. And in a sense it is. I mean, come on. They make robot vacuum cleaners now. They make robot window wipers, window cleaners. Everything is going to technology now. Look at how many jobs are being replaced by, mechanical engineering. Sorry. Get off of my own little rant sometimes. Like I said, technology, it's not bad for you if it's used in moderation. That's my opinion. No matter how much technology improves or doesn't improve, it's still only good moderation. Anyhow, I just figured that I'd hop on here and talk to you guys for a little while. Haven't really been on recently. I wanted initially to be able to post videos, maybe every day, every other day, give or take. But that didn't initially happen. Just a lot of things came up. I was trying to work on myself. Just been doing my own thing, and time flies by and you don't realize that maybe it's not, you haven't been posting like you meant to, or you haven't been doing whatever it is like you meant to. I do want to touch real quick. Last time that I posted a video, I had told you guys that I gotten hurt at work. Since then, they have released me. It took probably a better part of 2 months, honestly, for them to actually fully release me from the doctor. But since then, I've been doing really good. My arm has pretty well healed all the way up. You can't really tell unless you are looking directly at it or my arms unfolded or whatever that I've even been hurt. Unless, the atmosphere changes and we're expecting rain that day and then it hurts and it's like, oh gosh. I don't want to do this today. But anyhow, I just thought that I'd touch in, talk to you guys, see how y'all were doing. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to continue watching my videos or continue seeing when I upload. And I will do my best, do better anyhow, to try to post a little more often and to keep you guys up to date as to what's going on in the whole book process. Bye!